insist on its own way. It is not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice in wrongdoing, but rejoices in the truth. It bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never ends. But as for prophecy, they will come to an end, and as for tongues, they will cease, and as for knowledge, it will come to an end. For we know only in part, and we prophesy only in part. But when the complete comes, the partial will come to an end. When I was a child, I spoke like a child. I thought like a child. I reasoned like a child. When I became an adult, I put an end to childish ways. For now, we see in a mirror dimly, but then we will see face to face. Now I know only in part. Then I will know fully, even as I have been fully known. And now, faith, hope, and love abide, these three, and the greatest of these is love. Good afternoon. You can take good afternoon back. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
All right. What a beautiful day it is. You know, I feel a little bit, thinking about today, I feel just a little bit like Fred Rogers. Does anybody remember who Fred Rogers is? You know, of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. You know, that great old PBS program that probably most of the parents in this audience were either raised on or probably raised their kids on. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? It's a neighborly day in this beauty wood, a neighborly day for a beauty. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. I've always wanted to live in a neighborhood with you. So let's make the most of this beautiful day. Since we're together, we might as well say, would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Won't you please? Won't you please? Please won't you be my neighbor? Today is a beautiful day here in Conyngham. It's a beautiful day, not just because we've got Matt and Vanessa here, and not just because we've got their families here, but because today is a wonderful celebration for the whole greater Conyngham community and for this whole greater valley. Because today we gather to celebrate, to bless, to join hands and hearts and voices with Matthew and Vanessa, two of our very own children that have grown up before us, because today they embark on one of life's greatest journeys, the journey of marriage. You know, it doesn't seem all that long ago, right, that Matthew and Vanessa were just our little boy and our little girl, you know, the ones who lovingly looked up into our eyes and our friends' eyes and proudly and humbly proclaimed things like, Daddy can fix most stuff, except trees, and, oh, Mom, I didn't realize you were home. You know, it doesn't seem all that long ago. And as children, they reflect in us our greatest hopes and our greatest dreams, all of the things that we did right, and sometimes some of the things we did wrong too. And now look at them. Here they are, all grown up in this really smart tux and this really beautiful dress, and we wonder, how did time pass so quickly? And yet, meanwhile, you two stand here, Matthew and Vanessa. You stand here before this sea of faces, and you look out and you see all of the family and all of the friends who together, collectively, have made you who you are. You stand here in this moment feeling very grown up, feeling quite ready to stake your claim in the world, ready to speak very publicly who you are and what you hope for and what you believe. And in so doing, part of that simple proclamation is to say just this: hey, Dad, guess what? I found this really great friend, someone who I want to spend the rest of my life with, someone who reminds me of all of the good that you taught me, someone who inspires me, someone who challenges me, someone who's ever the fix-it man, someone who will love me, and someone who will care about me, and someone who will treasure me. Will you join me in this special day of joy? And so, with all of this comes a lot of excitement, a lot of joy, but also sometimes some apprehension, and maybe a little sadness, and maybe even some grief. Because today, on this